I know. Listen, I know I missed yesterday, but it was Labor Day, man. It was Labor Day, and I was out. I was out playing some Pokemon Go, and I was tired. And listen, I need a break occasionally. Like, I figured I wasn't working at my real job, so why not just take a break here too? I know, I'm a horrible person. I know this. What is up, everybody? Bobby here, the Nintendo Guru. Time for the breakdown every single week, Monday through Friday.
Unless there's a holiday.
And every day in between. I take the top Nintendo stories of the day, talk about them, discuss them, break them down, give my opinions on them. So,
here we go.
Couple little tidbits I want to jump into before I do some craziness. Number one, Planet Nintendo podcast should be in audio format very, very soon. I'm working on it starting today. I'm hoping to have it all up within a few days. I just don't want to do like a few here, a few there. I want to get all 50 episodes up for you guys, so this way it's not like a deluge of downloads later on. So that's essentially why we're doing it this way. Another thing is, today, because we're coming off a holiday, it's the end of the month, I want to give a shout out. I want to shout out somebody that I feel like you guys probably already do watch, but you really should be checking out and paying a lot of attention to. Two Nintendo streamers, I would say. One is N64 Josh. Guy does amazing work and really, really is so much fun to watch and listen to with his podcast. Does just exceptional work. Second one is Miss Click. You guys saw her in the Guru Direct, and she streams every single day, man. She has that love for Splatoon, and I love watching the fact to see her going for the ranked, the amazing, I think S rank, what she's going for at the moment. But man, she is like crushing it. I think she's actually trying to go beyond S, if I'm not mistaken. She's nuts. She's nuts. She played until 7 a.m. yesterday just to try to get some extra time in there. She's a mad woman. She's a mad woman. So, shout outs, Miss Click. Shout out, N64 Josh. Keep up the good work. So there's a lot of stuff going on right now. There's a lot of rumors flying and circulating. All these crazy dates people are throwing out there for the next Nintendo Direct. The hype train, it seems, has left the building, and it is getting the momentum building. I think a lot of people are trying to build this based upon, one, Nintendo needs to do something to announce what they have in the final half of the year. We've seen the indie stuff, we've seen Smash, but what else is there? And what else is there from Nintendo? And I think that's where a lot of people are kind of questioning, like, there's got to be something else. I feel like the other reason why people are pointing to this week and next week as a potential time for this Direct is we have the online coming. But the only thing that's crazy, and I feel like that might not be the reasoning for Direct, is when it comes to business stuff, Nintendo doesn't really talk about that in Direct. They just drop that stuff.
Drop it like it's hot.
Like, you'll just see, like, videos pop up on Nintendo, their YouTube channel and stuff. So that, I think, might not be it. But the additional games, they might want to highlight and show how those games work, especially with the pass your controller feature.
Easy for me to say.
More or less, I kind of want to see how this goes and this progresses, but I think we could potentially see something pop up. I'm hoping we see some stuff pop up. I would just like to get some newness, even if they push it like the end of the year, like January, like December, January, February, like that portion of the year. I would not have a problem if they started to talk about games there. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll really see what's going on. I just hope that they don't go Smash heavy. I think the other thing that could potentially happen is, if we're getting a Direct, we could get an announcement of a new character for Smash, and I think people would lose their minds for another character. It seems like every time Nintendo does these, they just do them spot on and blows people out of the water every single time they do it. So this one is befuddling to me all around. Sony basically was asked this week, what's up with the crossplay stuff? Like, you guys aren't even budging on this at all. What is going on? And they're basically saying that, like, they're taking it a case-by-case situation, that they do offer crossplay with certain outlets like PC and stuff. And I think that they're being very facetious in that fact of, like, they know what we want to hear. They know what people want to hear about this. And that's what they're pointing the fingers at, of like, hey, you know, we're not going to basically talk about it, more or less.
Like, we feel as Sony, the best place to play is on the PlayStation.
You know, as a business, and as a fan of that particular business, that's what you want to hear to some degree. You want to hear that confidence, that they believe in their product, that they believe in what they're doing. I think that, like, and Sony's been taking a lot of beatings, myself included. Like, I really came down hard on them with the Fortnite stuff. Not so much the crossplay. Like, look, if you want to do crossplay with PC and that's it, and you don't want to offer crossplay anyplace else, I get it. It's your console. You guys are winning. You can do whatever you want to do, and I get that. But for me to sit there and hear you say that PlayStation is the best place to play, I disagree. I disagree completely. Yes, you have some good first-party stuff coming at the end of this year. You know, like, you've had some God of War. Spider-Man's coming this week. Okay, I get it. I get it. You're excited for what you're doing. But don't sit there and tell me that that's the best place to play. Because for my money's worth, the Switch is the best place to play. And it is so cool. Like, last night we were streaming on Co-op Kings, and there was 3 of us with a Switch and 1 of us with an Xbox. And it's so cool to be able to do that and not even think twice about it. And we have all different levels of gamers here. And we have all different levels of, like, computing power between the Switch and the Xbox. It just blows my mind that you still don't see what's happening here. And my feeling is this. Your arrogance is going to bury you when it comes time for the PS5. This is the dumbest thing that you could continue to fight. This is like Nintendo continually fighting voice chat. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, why are you doing this? It makes no sense whatsoever. And it's the same thing of, like, when Nintendo pushes the friend codes on us. And it's like, this makes no sense. It's an archaic mindset. Give it up and move on. Why are you stuck on this? And it's the same thing with Sony right now with the not allowing of crossplay. But my feeling is this. Who cares? It's turned me off so much that I don't even touch my PS4 anymore. And I do have one, shocking as it may be. I do have that. I have an Xbox One and a Switch. But my primary console has become the Switch because A, I love the first-party content that's there, and B, I'm loving the third-party stuff that's coming over, and C, I love the fact that I can cross-play, that I can play with my friends on the Xbox, on the PC. I could play Minecraft, I could play Fortnite, I could play Paladins, play all these games that Sony is just being egotistical and not letting. It amazes me to think that this is your mindset. PlayStation is the best place to play. Not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. Not in my mind. Not in a lot of people's minds. But you keep thinking that. You keep believing that. And we'll see in the end what happens. I really believe that this is a huge mistake on Sony's part. Because Fortnite is a huge game, and it has a lot of people that love the game and want to play it with their friends that have a PlayStation, and they can. But let's eliminate that from the fact. The fact that you locked people's content behind, you know, like I have an Epic account and it's a PlayStation account, and I can't bring my stuff that I earned over there over to my Xbox, over to my Switch. It's silliness personified. It's stupidness, I feel. And at the end of the day, like, I know that this is basically, we're going to talk Nintendo stuff when we're here, but this is something that does affect Nintendo, and it is something that Nintendo fans are calling for, Nintendo fans that also own a PlayStation are calling for, and it makes no sense why Nintendo and Sony and Xbox all just can't come together and work together. 2 out of the 3 want to do it. The third one is the deciding factor. And I think it's going to rely on big companies like a Bethesda to turn around and go, you're not getting our new game. We want this game to be cross-play across all platforms. You're not willing to play ball, so you're done. But I think they all want to. I really do. If you give them the choice, I think they would all pull their products right off of Sony. Problem is they can't right now because Sony does have so many units sold of the PS4. But I'm telling you, when PS5 comes around, it could become a problem for them. It really could. And this arrogance has shown up with Sony in the past, and I feel like it's here again, and this is a mistake on their part. I don't know. So that is all. Thank you guys for watching today's episode of Nintendo Guru Daily. Follow me, Instagram, Twitter, at Nintendo Gurus. Check out NintendoGuru.com. Please go check out the podcast. If you do listen to the podcast, hit them up. 5-star reviews. Show us some love. Please, 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 please. That is all. Peace out, Preston.